What visionary leadership means to me is a person or group of people who can look at a need in our society. In healthcare, look at a particular void and figure out an innovative way to fill that void, and do it with the highest level of integrity and have others recognize what is happening and follow that lead. And Diana is the best example of that, of anyone I've ever met. I first arrived at Tufts Medical Center in 2004 and had the opportunity to meet Diana, who was doing a significant amount of mother-infant research. As I got to know her, I realized the wealth of information, the enthusiasm that she brought to this area, the recognition that she was receiving worldwide, and very importantly, her ability to communicate it and to have people understand why what she was doing was so important, making life better for these families and these children. She is going to be able to continue to change the world on how this kind of medicine is discovered and practiced.
My name is Diana Bianchi. I'm the director of the NICHD, which is the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development. It's one of 27 institutes at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. And the NIH is the largest biomedical research funder in the world. So it's an incredible privilege to be able to work here. I lead an institute that comprises 1,400 people, and we are responsible for setting scientific priorities for a portfolio that encompasses 1.5 billion US dollars. So it's an enormous responsibility, but it's an incredible opportunity to advocate for women, children, families, and people with disabilities. This job allows you to really affect the health of the nation and, in fact, the world. We have a lot of global collaborations where either we are funding research in Kenya, or we're funding research in India, or we're collaborating with the Gates Foundation, and we do quite a lot of global and international health research. I trained as a pediatrician, as a neonatologist, and as a medical geneticist. I was interested in genetics even before the specialty existed, and subsequently it became a formalized specialty. In fact, I was recruited to Tufts Medical Center originally to start a program in prenatal genetics. At the time that MIRI was founded, there were 3 other research institutes, but they were all focused on adult issues. And it was very important to be able to celebrate a really essential part of the hospital, but also to bring together scientists as well as PhDs who could work together on these common problems and bring a team approach and a multidisciplinary perspective. It's really such a special place in that regard. You know, seeing Ellen and how she led was an incredible highlight. I have always balanced clinical care with research in order to appropriately recognize pregnancies that are at risk for complications, but also to be able to intervene and provide therapy. Our philosophy has always been the earlier, the better, to try to prevent suffering and help people live healthier lives. For me, I literally jump out of bed every morning because I feel like there is so much that we need to do, and I have been given this incredible privilege and a big checkbook to make a difference. My vision has always been a world in which we do multidisciplinary science and clinicians learn from the research, and research is informed by the clinicians. A visionary leader works to make positive change, and my vision encompasses the next generation, which is really important because they will take all of the questions and they will develop novel answers to those questions as technology changes and our understanding of the world changes.